Well, some say dating can be rough during the good times, but during a pandemic, is it possible? My next guest says yes, it is, but there are some do's and some don'ts to follow. Joining me is Tina Wilson, the CEO of Wingman Dating App, where friends may know best when it comes to love. Good morning, Tina. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you. Good morning.
So how did this app start, Wingman?
Well, I was thrown into the world of online dating like many people after a long relationship ended. And it was horrific. It was frustrating at best. And my girlfriends was kind of so encouraging about getting me back out there that they kind of took the reins. And it was at that point that I felt like something like this should exist. Surely your friends and family should be able to help you and become part of the journey. And that's when I started researching and realized there was a bit of a gap in the market. And so I took the leap.
So what's different about Wingman versus all these other online dating services?
So a traditional online dating service is pretty isolating. It's a single person looking for another single. With Wingman, you're literally passing over control of your dating life to your friends and family.
Oh.
So those that know you best are going to navigate your dating life. They're going to write your profile, they're going to provide the searching, and then they're going to make key introductions to people that they deem appropriate.
So I know you're in a relationship now, right?
Yes, I am.
So where did you meet this gentleman? Was it online or did your friends help you out?
And my friend helped me out. She literally met this guy and she said, you know what? I met a guy who's more sarcastic than you. You guys have to meet. And it was literally that. And now, years on, here we are, locked down in quarantine together.
Well, I'll tell you, I have a dear friend who's decided that she is going to be a matchmaker for me. And I'm thinking in the middle of a pandemic, so how do I get to know this person? So with Wingman, how do you get to know this person that you think, okay, this might be a match?
You know what, when people write your testimonials, so when friends are writing about you, they're going to give a completely different view of yourself. You know, when you write about yourself, it can be a little self-promotional, but whereas a friend can really toot your horn and shout about how great you are without it sounding kind of too condescending or contrived. So generally you get a very honest testimonial when you have friends writing your profile for you. When you start looking at singles and you see what their friends have said about them, you can kind of have insights into some of their friends. When you look at if their mother has written a profile, sometimes their grandmother, their friends. So it gives you a kind of insight into a bit more of the personality.
Okay, so you decide to go on a date with this person. What can you do right now, virtually?
Well, I mean, there is a lot more to do than a Zoom call, right? We have to spice it up. And let's face it, we're going to be in this virtual world for some time. So for me, one of my most favorite things is going on an international date. New Yorkers are obsessed by meeting someone in their zip code. But did you know you can take a virtual tour around Machu Picchu, around the Eiffel Tower, or the Louvre? And these type of experiences are going to kind of be great conversation starters on a first date.
You mentioned also comedy clubs is a great date.
Yeah, because you want to know if somebody has the same humor as you, if you're going to like the same things. There are some clubs in New York that are streaming live shows, but if not, you can both stream into one of your old-fashioned comedy shows, because you're going to eventually meet this person and you are going to want to laugh and share, passions with them. So this is just kind of really, checking out that you're going to be on the same page.
So you say eventually you're going to meet this person. Okay, you're going to meet them wearing a mask and standing 6 feet apart from each other.
You are, but you know what? I feel like so many things now with online dating, it was all about hookup culture, and we've now swerved to an almost old-fashioned courtship and a more patient kind of way of meeting. Hookup culture is dead. For now, I mean, masks are not a hookup trend. So when you look at stuff like that, people are going to be more cautious. They're taking their time, really wanting quality over quantity. When we look at some of the things we're seeing on trends, people have opened their distance settings on dating apps from 20 miles to over 200 miles, where they're looking for real quality now as opposed to just a convenient location.
Are you seeing that with all ages?
Yes. Yeah, and we're seeing, I mean, for us, our Wingman usage has quadrupled since pandemic as more and more people have time to become matchmakers and kind of help someone out and want to get involved in their life and help them find a match. And believe it or not, these wingmen and wingwomen, they take it pretty seriously. They get pretty involved. So, when you look at it like that way, they're going to kind of match you with someone that they deem appropriate. That, for what you look at yourself, might not always be the best sense, right? You sometimes have a different view of what's good for you, but your friends sometimes know a bit more objectively what's going to be a great match for you.
I'm wondering what are the selling points that a friend would say about another friend. For instance, I know that recently we've seen on some of the dating apps that people are saying they had the antibody test. So they're signal to someone that, I'm good. So give us an idea of what are the selling points.
When I think authenticity and total honesty is key. Right? You may have your friend who's going to throw you under the bus a little, but they're also going to, they're doing it with love. So they're always going to end on a high. So they may say you can be a little lazy or a super fussy, or maybe you're a bit mean. But in that, it also then distracts other people that are not going to be a match for you. So you're kind of weeding them out. But for us, I remember when the pandemic first began, we saw 500 profiles created within the first 48 hours, all of them mentioning toilet paper and like Lysol, and that, like looking for someone to quarantine. By the way, she's got some great toilet paper. You should meet her. Like, that became the selling point. Whereas ordinarily they'd be talking about their jobs and their attributes.
Right.
Now they're, going back to their cleanliness factor.
Is there a fee for the app?
No, so the app is totally free. It's available on Android and iOS. And I think, for us, when you're single, it's not necessarily the best place to be looking, especially in this time, for isolating, right? Traditional online dating is isolating. You're isolating enough.
Right.
So for me, having my friends and family involved, even the banter and the fun that they brought to it, it made it more of a collaborative, fun experience as opposed to kind of a solitary swipe on your own.
All right, Wingman dating app. Tina.
Oh my God, I want to see you on there.
Okay, I'll check it out. I'll ask my friends to check it out. I'm scared what they might say, but okay. Thank you. Stay safe.
Thank you. Stay safe. Thank you.
Okay.